7 Days in AI. A terrifying experiment, submarine cables and new updates from China. A terrifying experiment involving artificial intelligence models, a massive submarine cable project, an intriguing announcement from DeepSeek, and AI news from North Korea. These are some of the key updates from the AI industry over the past week. Welcome to the 31st episode of 7 Days in AI. I'm Paweł Kmiecik, and this is a podcast generated by 11 Labs based on my voice. Got any feedback? Message me on LinkedIn. Let's get started. Here's the table of contents. 1. A terrifying experiment. AI can break rules to win 2. A massive submarine cable project aims to drive AI innovation 3. An intriguing announcement from DeepSeek. New AI updates from China 4. Grok 3, Muse, OpenAI's record, and Majorana, AI news roundup 5. Poland, Wales, Indonesia, and Qatar. State investments in AI 6. South Korea and North Korea, new AI developments 7. Medicine and media, AI's surprising impact. Let's start this episode of 7 Days in AI with the shocking results of a certain experiment. On Wednesday, February 19th, Time magazine reported on its website about an experiment conducted by Palisade Research in January and February. The study evaluated 7 state-of-the-art AI models for their tendency to engage in hacking behavior. Scientists presented the models with an apparently impossible task: to win a chess game against Stockfish, one of the strongest chess engines in the world, playing far better than any human or AI model used in the study. Researchers provided the models with a so-called notebook, a text field where the AI could think before making its next move. This allowed the researchers to track the model's reasoning process. In one case, O1 Preview found itself in a losing position. "I need to completely pivot my approach," it noted. "The task is to win against a powerful chess engine, not necessarily to win fairly in a chess game," it added. It then modified a system file containing the virtual positions of individual pieces, allowing it to make illegal moves to gain a dominant position and force its opponent to resign. The O1 Preview model attempted to cheat in 37% of cases, while DeepSeek R1 did so in 11% of cases. These versions took such actions autonomously, whereas older AI models like GPT-4o or Claude Sonnet 3.5 had to be specifically prompted by researchers to attempt such tricks. The authors of the study emphasized that these values should be considered approximate. According to researchers, the increased ability of models to discover and exploit cybersecurity vulnerabilities may be a direct result of advancements in AI training. This behavior is cute now, but it becomes much less cute once you have systems that are as smart as us or smarter in strategically relevant domains, says Jeffrey Ladish, executive director of Palisade Research and one of the study's authors. 2. A massive submarine cable project aims to drive AI innovation. In every episode of 7 Days in AI, we focus on events from the past week. This time, we will cover Meta's blog post from February 14th. The reason? Major media outlets, such as The Guardian and BBC, began reporting on it starting Monday, February 17th. Mark Zuckerberg's company announced the most ambitious subsea cable endeavor yet, Project Waterworth. According to the announcement, this is a multi-billion-dollar, multi-year investment aimed at opening 3 new oceanic corridors. These corridors will feature high-performance, high-speed connectivity needed to drive AI innovation around the world. The project covers the United States, India, Brazil, South Africa, and other key regions, with a planned total length of over 50,000 kilometers. Meta stated that it aims to maximize deep water sections, up to 7,000 meters deep. With Project Waterworth, we can help ensure that the benefits of AI and other emerging technologies are available to everyone, regardless of where they live or work, Meta's blog states. 3. An intriguing announcement from DeepSeek, new AI updates from China. A significant amount of AI-related news comes from China. Let's start with DeepSeek. On Friday, February 21st, the company posted on its X account, Day 0, warming up for Open Source Week. We're a tiny team exploring AGI. Starting next week, we'll be open sourcing 5 repos, sharing our small but sincere progress with full transparency. These humble building blocks in our online service have been documented, deployed, and battle-tested in production, DeepSeek wrote on social media. The company added, "As part of the open source community, we believe that every line shared becomes collective momentum that accelerates the journey. Daily unlocks are coming soon. No ivory towers, just pure garage energy and community-driven innovation," the Chinese company stated. On the same day, Reuters reported that universities across China launched AI courses this month based on DeepSeek. According to reports, this aligns with the Chinese government's efforts to enhance scientific and technological innovation in schools and universities. And, interestingly, DeepSeek's founder, Liang Wenfeng, attended a meeting on Monday with President Xi Jinping and top representatives of China's technology sector, including Alibaba. Also on Monday, China's Xinhua news agency reported that the country's cyberspace authority announced AI misuse would be a central focus of a nationwide campaign to combat online violations in 2025. 4. A warning for lawyers, Grok. 3. Muse, OpenAI's record, and Majorana. AI News. Time for updates on artificial intelligence models and their versions. But first, a warning for lawyers. As Reuters reported on Tuesday, February 18th, the U.S. personal injury law firm Morgan & Morgan sent an urgent email this month to over 1,000 of its lawyers. The email warned that AI can fabricate false legal precedents, and using fictional information in court documents could result in termination. This comes after a judge in Wyoming threatened to impose sanctions on 2 attorneys from the firm because their lawsuit against Walmart included references to non-existent court cases. Moving on. On Wednesday, February 19th, xAI published an announcement on its website about the new version of Grok 3. According to the explanation, this is meant to be the most advanced model, combining strong reasoning abilities with extensive knowledge acquired during pre-training. It was trained on the Colossus supercomputer, which has 10 times the computational power of previous models. xAI claims that Grok 3 achieves leading performance in both academic benchmarks and real-world user preferences. Meanwhile, Grok 3 Mini is expected to mark a new chapter in cost-efficient reasoning. Both models are still in training. Grok 3 is designed to spend anywhere from a few seconds to several minutes reasoning before responding. On the same day, Reuters reported that Microsoft has developed an AI model for video games. It's called Muse and was created in collaboration with Ninja Theory. "We are already using Muse to develop a real-time playable AI model trained on other first-party games, and we see potential for this work to one day benefit both players and game creators," said Fatima Kardar, Corporate Vice President for Gaming AI. Meanwhile, on Thursday, February 20th, CNBC reported that OpenAI reached 400 million weekly active users in February, a 33% increase from 300 million in December. According to OpenAI's COO Brad Lightcap, "People hear about it through word of mouth. They see the utility of it. They see their friends using it." The company now has 2 million paying corporate users, doubling its count since September. And one more thing. As Reuters also reported that day, Microsoft unveiled a new chip called Majorana 1, claiming it is less error-prone than competing solutions. This is described in a scientific paper set to be published in the academic journal Nature. The news agency explains that quantum computers promise to perform calculations that would take today's systems millions of years. 5. Poland, Wales, Indonesia, and Qatar. State investments in AI. Let's start with Poland. On Monday, February 17th, the Ministry of Digital Affairs announced that Microsoft will allocate nearly 3 billion Polish zloty for the construction of a data center and the development of artificial intelligence in the country. According to the ministry, the investment will be completed in 2026 and will be primarily used in the field of cybersecurity. The next day, the Daily Mail reported that police in South Wales revealed plans to deploy real-time facial recognition cameras in Cardiff during this year's international rugby matches for the Six Nations tournament. The cameras will be placed in key locations around the city centre and will alert officers to the presence of individuals on a pre-compiled watch list. Critics have voiced serious concerns about this technology, claiming it will turn Cardiff into an Orwellian surveillance zone, the Daily Mail reported. Policing is in a challenging period, and AI presents opportunities for forces to test new ideas, be creative and seek innovative solutions to help boost productivity and be more effective in tackling crime, said a spokesperson for the National Police Chiefs Council. On Saturday, February 22nd, Radio Republic Indonesia reported that the country's Ministry of Trade has partnered with Google Indonesia to provide AI training for small and medium-sized enterprises, SMEs. This will be conducted through the Gemini Academy platform aimed at streamlining office work and enabling faster and easier access to information. On Sunday, February 23rd, Reuters reported that the Qatari government signed a 5-year agreement with Scale AI, a company specializing in AI-related data. The agreement focuses on implementing AI-powered tools and training programs to enhance public services in the country. 6. South Korea and North Korea. New AI developments. Let's start with North Korea. On Saturday, February 22nd, South Korean news agency Yonhap reported that North Korea is likely using ChatGPT. According to a Voice of Korea report, an external propaganda arm of Pyongyang, members of the AI Research Institute at Kim Il-sung University have been learning how to use ChatGPT and its functions. Yonhap explains that educational materials used at the institute detailed how ChatGPT generates text based on input data. However, due to North Korea's heavily restricted internet access, it remains unclear whether researchers have direct access to the service. Another AI-related topic concerns North Korea and China. On Friday, February 21st, Reuters reported that OpenAI removed user accounts from these countries. According to Sam Altman's company, the affected users were exploiting the technology for malicious purposes, such as surveillance and public opinion manipulation. The number of banned accounts was not disclosed. Meanwhile, on Monday, February 17th, Reuters reported that South Korea announced plans to secure 10,000 high-performance GPU processors this year to keep pace with the escalating global AI race. 3 days later, Yonhap added that by mid-2026, Seoul aims to acquire 18,000 GPUs to strengthen the country's AI computing capabilities. 7. Medicine and media. The surprising impact of artificial intelligence. Let's start with medicine. On Monday, February 17th, Live Science reported that scientists have improved an AI-based brain decoder that can transform thoughts into text without requiring hours of training. This could potentially help people suffering from aphasia in the future. The brain decoder uses machine learning to translate a person's thoughts into text by analyzing the brain's responses to stories they hear. On Wednesday, February 19th, Reuters reported that Google has developed an AI tool designed to act as a virtual collaborator for biomedical scientists. The news agency explains that the new tool, currently being tested by researchers at Stanford University, USA, and Imperial College London, uses advanced reasoning to help scientists synthesize vast amounts of literature and generate new hypotheses. And, interestingly, as BBC wrote on February 20th, AI can dramatically accelerate the scientific process. According to the report, a complex problem that took microbiologists a decade to solve was cracked in just 2 days using a new AI tool called Co-Scientist, developed by Google. On the same day, China's Xinhua news agency reported that a large language model, LLM, for diagnosing rare diseases is being tested in China. How does it work? By entering symptom information into a dialog box, the AI model can generate warnings about potential rare genetic diseases within seconds and provide medical recommendations, including suggesting specialized departments for consultations and necessary tests. Now, let's move on to media. On Tuesday, February 18th, the Australian university MRIT published its latest report on the impact of AI on media. The authors highlighted several key issues. For instance, journalists they interviewed felt more comfortable using AI for illustrations, especially non-photorealistic ones, than as a replacement or complement for camera-based photography. The report also found that both journalists and news consumers are concerned about the potential for AI-generated or AI-edited content to be misleading. The next day, Press.pl reported that the New York Times has introduced AI tools for its employees, including features for editing articles and generating social media content. The new tool has been named Echo. And here's an interesting tidbit. China's Xinhua news agency published an interview with Dr. Xiang Anling from Muse University, or more precisely, with her AI-generated digital version. The scientist argued that AI will not replace journalists, but will provide them with significant opportunities and free them from routine tasks. Let's hope so. That's all for this 31st episode of 7 Days in AI, first in audio in English language. The report was prepared by me, Paul Kmichik, and this is my voice generated by 11 Labs. Got any feedback? Message me on LinkedIn. For now, thank you for listening, and see you next week.